got my footprint charts up here, and I'm just going to break these down. So these are what my footprint charts look like. So when we look into, basic price action, so I'm going to focus on this wick over here, right? This price action, as we start to melt to the downside, right? This is the main candle I want you to focus on. And so this candle corresponds to this candle, right? So what do you see over here that specifically tells you that you want to be going short, right? What does this candle tell you? So this candle gives you a bunch of information, right? This candle tells you basically one thing, right? So if you just take a look at the bid and you compare it to the ask, right? So the bid and the ask give you the information inside of the candles, right? This is what this chart shows you. This is the footprint charts. So this entire strategy is dependent on two things. You have the right level and you know how to read price action correctly inside of that level, right? These are the only two things that you need. So if we just take a look at this candle over here, what do you see specifically? So inside of this green candle, now the shape of the candle, the type of the candle doesn't really matter. You want to focus on the substance inside the candle, specifically this top half, because this is where we have all the substance. So what we see here is a left number and a right number. So what does this left number and right number tell us? So it tells us the bid and the ask respectively, right? So this is the bid on the left hand side, this is the ask. Now, when we zoom into the actual candle, what it shows us is blue delta. Now, what does this blue delta represent? This blue delta represents the fact that there are more aggressive buy orders than sell orders. Now, specifically what this means is that the ask is a lot greater than the bid. And so this translates to there being more aggressive buyers than aggressive sellers, right? There are more aggressive buyers, mind my spelling, there are more aggressive buyers than aggressive sellers, right? That's all that's happening over here. The ask is big over here, right? The ask is greater than the bid, right? We see that through blue delta. So the power of the footprint charts is that you can see, without reading all the numbers, who is more aggressive and hence who is passive. And who is passive is telling us whether we want to be going long or short. So think about it this way. If we break below the zone, which is basically what we had over here. So we break below the zone here. So you want to ask yourself, if we see this sort of price action here, right? So if we break below the zone, were all these buyers over here successful, right? All these buyers on the footprint charts, were they successful? Well, the answer is no, they weren't, right? All these buy orders here were trapped. And so this is what I want every trader to understand, right? It's not that they're more sellers than buyers or more buyers than